Hello everyone, my name is Benjawanti Prachapan. I am an English instructor of the Faculty of Humanities and Social Sciences, Surathani Ratchapat University, Thailand. Today I'm going to present my paper about challenges of using English as a medium of instruction in Thailand. The aims of this paper is to review the situation of English education in Thailand. And at the end of my presentation, I would like to propose strategies that might help Thailand overcome the English language fallacy and become a country that uses English as a medium of instruction. As globalization expands, English has become a lingua franca. Many countries try to use English as a medium of instruction, including Thailand. English as a medium of instruction is the use of English language to teach academic subjects in countries or jurisdictions where the first language of the majority of the population is not English. In Thailand, our governments from the past to the present have been trying so hard to improve Thai people's English proficiency. They implemented English as a compulsory subject in all levels, from primary to tertiary education. They provided budgets to support many kinds of English-related projects in schools, universities, institutions. They set up over 880 international education programs throughout the country that use English as the medium of instruction. The government constantly improved the English curricula in Thailand since English language teaching was introduced into Thai education in 1891. In 2010, approximately 371.5 billion baht were allocated to the Education Ministry. Even if the governments have been trying so hard to improve Thai people's English proficiency, we are still behind. In 2020, Thailand was classified in the very low proficiency. In Asia, Thailand is ranked among the lowest. These figures underline the failure of English education in Thailand. All budgets have been wasted. Previous studies discovered that Thai learners lack of communicative skills. Classes emphasize too much on receptive skills and grammar. And Thai learners don't get to practice speaking frequently. So now let's move to what factors impede Thailand from using English as a medium of instruction. First, we have a lot of undertrained teachers. We cannot deny that many of our English teachers who have passed the national test to recruit teachers cannot deliver lessons in English. They are not fluent in speaking enough to do so. The first reason is that they have been taught English with Thai by Thai teachers for their whole life. Secondly, the national exam for recruiting teachers is a paper exam focusing on grammar, writing, reading, and vocabulary. The candidate can pass the exam without having to be so fluent in English. So, if the teachers cannot speak fluently, how can they teach their students to speak fluently? Even English teachers are not able to deliver lessons in English. To expect other teachers in other areas of expertise to teach by using English as a medium of instruction seems unreal. They might be very good at their subjects, but they were taught these subjects in Thai. How could they deliver them in English? It is apparent that we lack qualified subject content teachers who are fluent in English. Moreover, learning environments do not promote second language acquisition in Thailand. That is, in Thailand, we mainly speak Thai. Thai is our only medium of communication. So outside the class, students do not get the chance to speak English in daily life, so they do not get to practice it, so they cannot speak it. The last factor is unhelpful government policy. According to my interview with primary school teachers, the problem is all school teachers, all primary school teachers have to teach all subjects. For example, if they don't graduate in English major, they still have to teach English, and that means that they cannot speak English because they didn't learn English. So how could they teach students to speak English? In the past, in primary schools, we had a very strange recruitment policy. That is, a school could not specifically ask for a primary teacher who specialized in a subject. So, any teacher from any majors can come to that school regardless of major. So, for example, if their major is science and this school has a vacancy of English teacher, that teacher can go to that school because by the rule it's okay. So all student, all primary student in that school have to study with this teacher, and this teacher has to teach all subjects. Even now that a school can ask for a specialized teacher, but the problem is rooted. For example, suppose that 10 years ago, School A has lacked a primary English teacher, and that position was filled by a primary teacher whose area of expertise was not English. So far, this teacher has still taught in this school, and he or she does not want to transfer to any other school because this school is close to their home, and they have already settled, for example, such as having a family. Hence, the position remains full. Even if school A lacks an English teacher, it cannot ask for one from its supervising organization. Following the primary education regulations, the number of teachers in state schools strictly depends on the number of students in the school. It is about the budget. Because state schools teachers are civil servants, and civil servants get paid by the government, therefore, primary students have no choice. They have to study all subjects with the teachers who do not specialize in what they teach. In my view, problems in Thai education are deeply rooted and hard to get rid of. The problems have resulted from the unpractical and centralized policies of Thai education from the past to the present. This is an example of problems in Thai education system, and have yet related them to political turmoil, corruption, and briberies, which have been rooted in Thai society as well, including the education sectors. These problems are all related to the failure of English education in Thailand. Proposed solutions. To make Thailand become an EMI country is a very challenging task, as the education system does not support using English as a medium of instruction. To become an EMI country, we need to get prepared in every aspect, such as workforces, resources, education system and policies, students and teachers' English proficiency. In my opinion, to overcome the challenges of using English-mediated instruction in Thailand, first and foremost, it has to start from kindergarten teachers to university teachers. That is, all teachers in all subjects should be required to teach in English. When we get started early in using the English language in classroom, we will not be too shy to speak as we are familiar with the language. And definitely, before we expect teachers to be so, we need to train them. To train teachers, I propose that the government had to support the budget for the training, which could take 1 year, 2 year training or more. And after the training, teachers must pass the tests that assess their potential to execute classes in English, not just the capacity to speak English in general. They should have proficiency levels such as A1, A2, A3, A4. Each level the teacher passed means the percentage of their salary raise, for example. Regarding this, The government is required to put a considerable and constant budget into the education system. This process would take time. It could be 10 years, 20 years, or more. But we have nothing to lose because for the past 20 years that we have put considerable budgets to make Thai people better in English, nothing has been better. We have been ranked worst in English proficiency. We cannot rely on imported foreign teachers because there are a few and they are not likely to accept a job in the rural schools, in which they are neither likely to have a budget to hire foreign teachers. Most foreign teachers teach in the cities, but our Thai teachers are assigned to teach in schools all over the country. If one major reason we cannot use English as a medium of instruction is poorly trained teachers, then train them. If the teacher problems in Thailand were solved and students all over the country were taught in English in all subjects since kindergarten, they would grow up being familiar with using English. The problem of insufficient English background would be eliminated. Then, it would be easy to input students with specialized knowledge, but first, the teacher have to be very good at English. If we have the requirements that teachers need to meet in order to get a promotion or a raise, if we support them to teach in English with the supportive work system and access to useful teaching materials, I believe making English a medium of instruction is not a dream that is too far to reach for Thailand.